Anyway, Kitty, you're the charter president, right?
Right, right. But that was last year.
Well, it still counts.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the VTT co-chair, and this is our first VTT program that our district has run, and I think it's the first one for 70/20 as well.
That's right, that's right.
So we are all learning immensely.
Well, it's very interesting. How did you choose 70/20, other than the fact that it has no snow?
Well, we put out a call for projects, and our now team leader, Leslie Murch, was familiar with St. Martin, and because they come down there to vacation quite a bit. They actually have a condo there someplace. And she is very involved in sports, has her own tennis training facility, and has been involved with Rotary throughout her life. Well, anyway, she got to thinking that she could run a project. So she got together with the Ministry of Sport, and she also worked with the local Rotary Club down there, and said, hey, what do you think we could do, you know? And then that was kind of a germination of the idea. And then VTT came out and said, hey, that could be a project for a VTT.
Oh, yeah.
So, we were very excited. And, so the part that was really good about it is because she really had, the inside track on the territory, on the Rotary Club, Ministry of Sport, and a lot of the connections that were really needed to try to get the project going. So that was just, phenomenal. But we still had to do our due diligence. We had to advertise and interview for the team leader and that sort of thing, which we did, and she obviously was the best choice. And then we advertised for team members, and we had a tremendous response, a number of applicants. Certainly there were some of the applicants that we had were, they weren't qualified or they weren't quite right, but we had probably 15 qualified applicants to go through, and we kind of had to narrow it down because we just only had so much time to do the interviewing process. But we got down to 4 team members, and we picked, you pick the best candidates and the ones that you think feel that are going to work together and that sort of thing. So that worked out pretty well, and they have been working so hard putting programs together. And working with Rebecca. Do you know Rebecca?
I know Rebecca.
Rebecca has worked just tirelessly putting the schedule together.
I love Rebecca. Yeah, she's a great friend. Yeah.
And she had training that she was conducting in Miami last week, RLI training, I guess. She was one of the presenters or whatever. So she was very, very busy last week, and she was trying to finish up the schedule, which she did do, which I was like,
Hello. Oh, hi, Dan.
Hey, there you are. We got you covered. Are you back?
I am in Windsor, Ontario right now, yes.
Okay.
I'm not home. I won't be home till tomorrow.
Are you're Michael going to travel to St. Martin and Anguilla?
That's correct.
And you're part of the VTT team.
I am, yes.
There you are.
Perfect.
I'm a part of the Rotary E-Club of the Caribbean 70/20.
Okay.
And I'm not part of the Rotary Club of Anguilla. So the Rotary Club of Anguilla is your host as opposed to me. I'm just the facilitator because I happen to be in Anguilla. I happen to be a Canadian, and why not? I know I've got the technology here to do this.
And I was going to say, and you happen to know the program.
Oh, exactly. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Bookmark, but obviously it's backwards.
No, it isn't. It's backwards to you, not
Oh,
to
it's
me.
backwards to me.
I can read it, yeah.
So we have 2,000 of these bookmarks.
Oh, there's Leslie.
Leslie's here.
For me?
There
There
you
you
are.
There you are.
That's
Perfect.
better. Yeah, that's good.
No, that's better.
Yep.
So we'll have to go, we're going to go through the same thing when everybody arrives, you know. So Leslie, you're traveling as well.
Yes, I am.
Very good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
My gosh, I can hardly wait.
Where are you located tonight?
I'm in St. Catharines.
With the snow.
Yes, freezing rain.
Oh, is it? That's not good.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not good.
What's the weather
No.
like?
Oh, it's only about 80. Well, not right now. It's because it's dark, but it's on a regular basis. It's about 82 degrees and sunshine.
Our heart bleeds for you.
It's very nice. And have you been to Anguilla before, Leslie?
No, I have not.
You've been to St. Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Many times.
Anguilla, the nicest thing about St. Martin is looking at it from Anguilla.
Ah,
And it's a much different environment. St. Martin is very, very busy and has traffic beyond what it should have, and Anguilla is still very much untouched. So, but you must promise you come to Anguilla, keep it a secret when you get there. We want to keep it like this. Well, we've got somebody else. We've got Jean.
Hello.
Is that
Hi, Jim.
Jean? Yes. Can you hear us?
I can.
Excellent.
Should I mute my audio now?
No. I'm going to talk to you. I'm Kitty, Jean, and it's nice
Hello,
to meet you.
Kitty. So hello, everyone. Mike, Glenn,
There's Karen
thank you
Oakes.
so much. Is Karen on?
Karen's just come on.
Okay.
No video yet. Now, Jean, you're traveling as well?
Yes.
Okay, super. And have you been to St. Martin or Anguilla before?
No, I haven't.
Aha. Well, you'll enjoy the weather.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And Leslie, you're the team leader, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Good evening. My name is Karen Oakes.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Good evening.
How are you? Now, can you see us, Karen?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh.
So, Karen, where are you located?
I'm located in Southern Ontario. I have the honor of being our foundation chair for the district. So I'm thrilled that you're doing all of this for us.
You're very welcome. But where in Southern Ontario? Because I'm Canadian.
Oh, okay. Do you know? So we're south of London, near Turkey Point.
Okay, I don't know Turkey Point, but I'm from Sarnia, and I'm
Okay.
in the summers I'm in Parry Sound.
Okay. So if you were from Sarnia, if you were to come across Highway 3, towards Port Dover, which is around, that's where we are.
Oh, good.
In
You
that
have a lot
area.
of cold as well.
We have an immense amount of snow. I was supposed to be at a hospital board meeting tonight, but they canceled it because we've got ice pellets and snow and everything. So I get to join this one.
Excellent. Well, you see, that's the beauty of technology. You know,
I love it.
Yes. Now, Rebecca is here, and Rebecca's in St. Martin. And Rebecca, how are you, Rebecca? How are you? Now, this is very well. We've got almost the whole contingent of VTT here.
I love it. A whole bunch of Canadians early in.
Yeah. Do you know everybody, Rebecca?
No, I don't actually.
No, I've got to ask you too, Rebecca, because I don't know if you've actually been on this before. I don't think you have.
Yeah, I have many times with Felix and research.
On Zoom?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you know how to go gallery view? Are you on a PC or a Mac?
I'm on PC.
Yeah, and you should see all of us together, not just one person. Go to the right-hand top of your screen and click gallery view. The top right-hand corner of your screen and click gallery view.
Yes.
Okay, there we are. So it should be in the top left of your screen. You might find Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Hey, Rebecca.
Rebecca's the assistant governor in St. Martin. And Michael is maybe up there in the top right. Michael is, okay.
Hello.
And you've got Leslie, the team leader. I think you've met Leslie though, haven't you?
A few times now.
Yeah, yeah. And there's Darren, but Jean is there as well.
Hi, Dan.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Rebecca.
Nice to meet you.
And there's Darren, and Darren is muted. Darren, you can hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me.
Is that better?
That's much better. Now, okay, so welcome, Darren. I'm Kitty, if you can see everybody who's on the screen.
Yeah, it's like what's that game?
We don't have,
Hollywood Squares.
yeah,
Hollywood Squares. There you go. There you go. Hollywood Squares.
There's the Caribbean squares. How? I don't have any questions for you, though.
Kitty, why does Karen have two?
Karen's calling in by telephone.
So she would have two blocks?
Yes.
Because I had also keyed myself in, Dan, so I could be on the computer, but I don't.
Yes.
I have a very slow system. That's why I don't use my visual on it.
Okay.
And you get double my work, right?
Okay, so Sheridan, and Sheridan is hosting.
Yes.
Hosting Jean.
Hi.
All right, Sheridan.
Hello, Sheridan.
Hi. Hi. Oh,
Hello,
this-
Sheridan.
Hi.
She's alive. She's alive.
It took me a few minutes to figure out how to get into this one, but that's cool. I'm here.
Actually, this is quite ironic because right now everyone online is Canadian.
Well,
Oh.
I'm not Canadian.
Cool.
Not Dan. Dan's
I'm not Canadian.
While we're waiting, Jean, I'm in Windsor right now. And I'll be
Windsor.
I'll be home tomorrow.
Wow.
And, do I need to check on the harmonicas?
They're ready for pickup Wednesday, tomorrow.
I will
And
get them.
I've got the check from Leslie.
Oh, then you will get them.
Okay.
Now,
Sounds good.
Sheridan, you're in St. Martin?
Yes.
Oh, good. Do you live there all year?
Yeah.
The same as Rebecca? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love it, love it, love it. Is the individual that Sheridan is hosting on the screen?
That's me,
Jean.
I believe.
Jean.
Yes, yes. So nice to meet you.
So there you are.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cool.
So Rebecca, do you have any information you'd like to pass along to these individuals, and anything else?
We are just so incredibly excited that you're coming. We are really, really looking forward to this. And question, has everyone received the itinerary I sent today?
Yes, thank you.
Definitely.
Perfect. We'll continue to refine that. As you could see, it started turning into a matrix, a little complex, but by the time you get here, it'll be probably an entire booklet per team member.
Whoa.
And Rebecca, I have a question for you. Leslie said that you would be able to get a guitar for me. And I just want to make sure it's an acoustic guitar, not an electric guitar.
Yes, in my meetings with the Catholic School Board, they have an acoustic guitar for you.
Wonderful.
And Sheridan and Robert have the little boom box for you.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Now Seymour has arrived again. Seymour, can you hear us? Now Darren is asking, nobody else wore the shirts. Did you guys get shirts that you're...
Leslie has shirts on.
Ah. Leslie, do you have a shirt?
I have a shirt on, not the one that Darren has on.
Ah.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Michelle, you're in Anguilla?
Yes, I am.
Ah, so am I. How about
Okay.
that?
Oh, there we go.
Now, are you a host?
Yes, I'm supposed to be hosting Leslie.
Oh,
while
hi.
she's here. So hi, Leslie.
Leslie. So okay, so Leslie's up there on my top, and there's Ryan. How are you, Ryan? You're muted, Brian. I'm going to unmute you. Okay, I'll unmute you. Oh,
can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Excellent, excellent. So now we're getting.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, how are you doing?
I have not seen you in years.
It's been too long.
Way too long.
Way too long. I need to make it to Anguilla, but I'm glad to see you're all well. Well, first of all, I guess I should welcome everybody, especially those from Canada. I know I feel your pain. I remember how cold it is in Canada. So, but those are distant memories now. So, but certainly welcome everybody to this and look forward to a very fruitful and an important first step, I guess, for 7020 in being part of this vocation training team. First of all, I'd like to thank Leslie for her hard work in organizing this, or organizing things on her side along with Dan and everybody. We're proud that you've selected the BVI, St. Martin and Anguilla, District 7020, as your destination. And I know from talking to AG Rebecca, there's a very busy but very fruitful schedule that you all have available to you for the next 2.5 weeks when you get onto the island. And I certainly, hopefully, look forward to seeing everybody there. I'm going to try to make it over in when you all arrive in St. Martin. So, but saying that, I do wish everybody all the best in your travels, and anything from Vocational Training Team Chair I can do to make this even more successful than it already is. Please do let me know.
Ryan, how do you pronounce your last name?
Julak. Officially it's Julak, but Chuluk is the actual pronunciation. So it's if anybody wants to spit up something in the back of their throat, they can try to pronounce that.
Julak.
Julak, yes, that's correct.
Okay. Smith. Okay.
So you're Dan. Your last name is easy, so we can all say that one.
Okay. We'll just go with the Smith.
Yep.
Now, I'm only the facilitator, so I'm going to kind of step back, and I'm hoping that you will ask questions of your hosts and exchange ideas or thoughts, whatever. But I'm going to mute myself and just kind of sit back for a bit, if that's all right.
I would like to say a special thank you to Rebecca, because she has worked so tirelessly and trying to get the host together and this schedule, and working with people on island time and get to something has to be quite the challenge. But we truly appreciate what you've done and gotten it together. part of what our worries has been is the last GSE that we did, we did not have a schedule from the Philippines and until 2 days before they were actually going to leave. So it was really, that was our last experience with getting schedules, and we were hoping that we wouldn't get down that path. And Rebecca, you have made sure we have not gone down that path. And I think the team is wondering, now, when were those beach days? And I see there's at least one in there. So, but you really have maximized their time considerably. So, but I think it's going to be a great experience, and working with all of the teachers and the students and all of the various schools is just going to be so wonderful. I know Darren is going to be working on recording videos, so we have something to bring back as well. I just think it's going to be a terrific initial VTT program. So I know Leslie is really excited about it. I'm going to shut up now.
I would just like to thank Rebecca and Ryan and all the team in St. Martin and Anguilla for helping us get this organized and set up and finding all the hosts for us. We are really looking forward to it, and it's such a tremendous opportunity for each of us to share our skills and learn from all the people on the islands, and we're just really looking forward to it, and want to thank you and your Rotary clubs for helping us set up. This is the first VTT for District 7090, and we're just thrilled, and we just want to make it awesome for everybody.
I would just like to thank everyone too. It's been an amazing experience from this end, just getting ready. And we'd like to thank everybody on this end for all the support and help that we've seen. But also to Rebecca and Kitty for organizing this. It's just great to see the support at your end, and we're really excited and looking forward to a super experience. And Sheridan, I'm looking forward to meeting you, and thank you for opening your home to host. It's a wonderful, gracious thing that you do. So we're really excited, and my question is, we've got our cases jam-packed with things, Rebecca, but is there any thing that you think that we may not think of that we could bring down, like some type of equipment that doesn't weigh too much or is too bulky, that would be good for us to bring to the schools, or just anything, any suggestions?
I think everything that Leslie and I discussed is already packed in your suitcases. So I can't think of anything else.
If you want any snow shovels, we have a few of those around.
No shovels.
I am going to be requesting of Leslie. You guys fly direct on WestJet, correct? I might ask Leslie to sneak in some cheese curds for those of us that are having that craving this time of year.
For
what was that, Rebecca?
That we might.
They want the
cheese curds for some poutine.
All right.
You have great cheese in St. Martin. I want to come there and buy a wheel of the cheese.
Cheese curd for Dutch chowder. The one thing about this group, between Anguilla and Seymour's team and those of us here in St. Martin, we've had the pleasure of hosting, I'd say, 5 GSE teams in the last 6 years. Seymour, Kitty, myself, we've all been part of those planning committees. So we know how it rolls. We know what to expect. One thing that we would provide as advice to you is to go with the flow. Sometimes there will be a very detailed program, And I think you'll find that when you're on the scene in the schools or with coaches, there will be a tremendous amount of flexibility for you to adapt on the spot. So if you come with that open spirit of going with the flow, I think you'll enjoy things even more here.
For sure.
I'm going to unmute Seymour. He has some questions that he's wanting to ask. There's a bit of feedback, but I'm hoping that we can hear him. Seymour, can you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good night to everyone. Sorry for not being able to see me. My camera is on. I don't know why it's not picking up. Hello?
Yes, we hear you. We hear you.
Oh, okay, great. I'd like to welcome all of you to Anguilla when you arrive on the 23rd. We have a detailed packed program for all of you. You are in great demand. I'm even getting calls up to today to have some of you to visit the schools.
Now, Seymour, did you had something that you maybe wanted them to consider bringing down? Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, there was a wish list from the Blowing Point Community Center that I had forwarded to Rebecca. I don't know if she had a chance to look at it. There were some items, especially in the sports section. I don't know if they would be able to get them at this late date. And we have some money that we can purchase some equipment from St. Martin, and you all can bring everything over, and we'd like to make a program, a contribution to the Blowing Point Youth Community Center.
What is it that you're looking for? We are bringing quite a bit of things. We're bringing, I'll give you an outline of what we're bringing. We're bringing 30 soccer balls, 30 volleyballs, 30 basketballs, 50 skipping ropes, whistles, like 60 whistles, a case of tennis balls, 2 ball picker-uppers for tennis, and we're bringing some jerseys, and I think that's about it. We're bringing some gator balls, some of the smaller balls for training purposes.
Skipping ropes?
Right. Okay, those will be helpful, and I think we'll be able to use them here in Anguilla.
What else were you looking for, Seymour?
I think that was about it. It was sporting equipment.
Okay. And when we're there as well, we hope that we can establish relationships with the different groups so that if we do come back and visit, which I hope that we will, we can also establish those relationships for future trips and bring equipment and meet the needs of the sporting associations as we can help.
Okay. That is something that we are looking forward to here in Anguilla.
Great.
Okay, thank you, Seymour.
Okay.
I'm going to mute you again,
Okay.
but let me know if you want to say anything else, okay?
Okay, no problem.
And again, I want to kind of fall out of this again and let you take over. Michelle.
Thanks, Kitty. One of the questions I'd like to ask, and I know a couple of people in our club have been asking, is are there any specific dietary needs that anybody has, just to make sure we have everybody comfortable, that we have all the things that you may need to have or we wish to have, and just make it as at home as possible.
I'm vegetarian. I do eat eggs and cheese, but I don't eat any fish or seafood or any meat or chicken or anything like that. I live on greens.
Okay, we can make that work.
And I'm not picky. And I think Laura is also somewhat vegetarian, from what I recall. So Laura's couldn't be with us this evening, but she's also vegetarian.
Darren.
I don't have any restrictions. I'm an animal. I eat anything.
That's good. Thank you.
Michael.
Yeah.
I'll just my restrictions are only because I'm old and fussy. I avoid salad dressings and mayonnaise. That's pretty well it.
But poutine would be good.
This is Jean. I'm good with anything. As long as someone will feed me, I will eat.
Oh, Jean, what do you have for breakfast? Do you do juices? Anything?
Truly.
Okay.
I'm not picky at all. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
I see Seymour is the one that has to look after me, and he isn't saying anything.
Okay, you're unmuted, Seymour.
Okay. Yes, I did ask Mike, are there any restrictions in your diet?
I just said I'd like to avoid mayonnaise and salad dressing.
Not a problem.
That's great.
Excellent. Okay.
Leslie,
Yes.
breakfast for yourself and Laura, because I'm hosting both of you. Same question as Sheridan. Breakfast fixings, what would you like?
I'm good with a smoothie, a bowl of fruit, some toast. Yeah, toast and egg, something like that. That's fine. Yeah, something simple and fast.
Oh, that's a question that I have. Is it how much time do we have in the morning between wake up time and they have to leave the house? Rebecca. Rebecca's muted.
There you go.
I've got you unmuted. I can unmute you. Yeah.
I was just looking at the schedule at the same time. Most days it's an 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. start.
Okay.
So I think that really depends, Sheridan, when you wake up in the morning.
Well,
we do have you really busy your first 10 days, but then there's lots of downtime.
Yeah, well, I've started doing my walking again now too, so it depends on how early we have to get moving. I want to get my walk done first, so that just tells me how early I have to get up in the morning. But you sent a new schedule, but you sent it to Robert? Would you send it to me,
Okay,
Rebecca?
I'll forward it to you, Sheridan. Apologies.
Thanks.
Done.
Rebecca, Laura had a question, and she was wondering if on the days that we were working with groups of 100 kids, would we be programming to all of them, or will they be split up into smaller groups? Or do you know?
Smaller groups.
In smaller groups? Okay.
Most definitely.
Okay, good.
Dan, go ahead.
Just as a point of when you start in the morning, like at 8 or 9 o'clock, what's the travel time involved from where they're staying to where they're going to start their first session?
Anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes.
Oh, I think they can handle that.
Seriously, we've actually tried to be very strategic and place the team members and the hosts with the schools that are closest nearby.
Very good. Very good.
Seymour, go ahead.
Yeah, in the evenings we have Mike and others refereeing some basketball games. Do you need us to do anything?
Do we need striped shirts?
Striped shirts. Okay, I'll try and see if we can get those. And what are the sizes?
No. We can bring the striped shirts. We are both referees. We just want to know if we need to bring them.
Yes, you should bring them, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
And actually, on that topic, the weather here you will find is very, very warm. But for the evening, it does get a little, chilly, at least for us. It gets
Sure.
So you might wear a light jacket, but most importantly, when you're down here, we will set you up with mosquito spray or mosquito net.
What about sunscreen?
And of course, oh, and definitely sunscreen. And it's probably cheaper in Canada to bring that down.
Actually, it's not cheaper. It's cheaper there.
Really?
Because you don't charge any taxes.
Oh, that's right. Was it 17% right now? Or 15%?
No, 13% for us.
Leslie again?
Rebecca, is there any work with any volleyball while we're there?
Predominantly.
Rebecca, you were muted there. Start again, please.
Sorry, thank you, Kitty. I haven't seen any volleyball, not yet. It seems to be predominantly track, basketball, martial arts, and what am I missing here? Track, basketball, martial arts.
Soccer.
Tennis. That's kind of it so far.
Yes, hello? Yes, we have one volleyball program in Anguilla. And the other request, if I can receive a copy of the picture page of your passport. I'm trying to get the departure tax waived, so I have to give them some information from your passport. Did everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we heard you. Leslie, go ahead.
Should I email that to Rebecca or to you?
You can send it to me. Just the picture page of of all the passports to me.
Okay. Do I have your email?
Rebecca can provide. Pardon?
The email is on the host page, Leslie?
Right, that's correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. That's it for me.
Yeah, thanks, Seymour. There's no background noise, so I'll leave you unmuted.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mike.
I have a question for Rebecca also. What are the sizes of the groups that I'll be singing and playing to?
They will be as small as 20, and they will be as large as, I believe, 200.
Whoa. And these are all children?
Yes, they are. Most of them will be ages 4 to 12.
Okay, that's great.
Mike, I'm going to also try to have you sing at one of our senior centers home with about maybe 12 members, 12 persons.
Okay, that's good.
Darren, do you have any questions?
Not too many questions. One concern that I wanted to cover is injuries. Because we're doing a little bit of martial arts and there's physical activity, like hand-to-hand activity going on. I just want to make sure that we have a plan in place if there's any kind of injuries or like what numbers I can call or who I can contact if anything like that happens.
Seymour, do you have?
I will speak to the sports department to see if they have anything in place for those type of situations. They do have martial arts classes, and I will also speak to the person in charge of those classes.
Great, perfect, thank you.
Probably on that subject, and Rebecca, you may already have the information, but I'm assuming we have everybody's contact or emergency contact information as well, in case there is any serious injuries or anything like that we need to do emergency contacts back home.
I have that list of information, and I can provide that to Rebecca.
Yeah.
Or to whoever we are around at the time, whether it be Seymour and Anguilla or Rebecca, whoever we're working with. I'll also have a copy of it, and we'll also give each of the team members a copy of the list so that at least one of us will have it.
That's a good point.
Also, each of the team members, as part of Rotary International, you do have travel and medical insurance.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So they didn't change that.
Yes, we have that, and we have insurance cards that we'll be bringing with us as well.
Darren?
The SIM card for cell phones, can we get that at the island to get connected?
Actually, everyone here, at least in St. Martin, uses an unlocked photo. So you can choose your preferred carrier, and the SIM cards are usually $20 to $30 each, and that includes a certain amount of credit. Most of the places that you'll be will have free Wi-Fi. So my advice to you would be, if you all have WhatsApp on, whether you have a BlackBerry or an iPhone, it's the easiest way to communicate.
If you come to Anguilla and you for a week, I don't know whether you want the SIM card for a week, but they're $10 in Anguilla, and then you can buy time, but it has to be an unlocked phone, obviously. Seymour, do you have any comment about that?
Well, the only two providers we have is cable, Digicel and Lime, and most of those phones, what we call disposable phones, are locked. You can just buy the phone for like $25 and get a chip and then use them until your time runs out.
Or if you do have an unlocked phone, you can get the SIM card.
Yes, right.
Here.
That's correct.
Karen, did you have a question? No, Jean, rather. Sorry.
Yes. I just wondered, Rebecca, for some of the warm-up activities and things, we often use music. Is there a capacity to bring a stick with music on it or not?
Yes, we will just have to arrange with each school what they have in terms of a boombox. We do have one that Robert and Sheridan had said we could borrow, but many times you'll all be in different schools.
Right.
At the same time, you'll be in like 4 or 5 schools at once.
Right.
So we'll just have to logistically sort that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
These are all good questions to be aired beforehand. Yes. Mike, go ahead.
Rebecca, has anyone requested that I teach any folk dance?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, then I've got to say to Jean, you can't have my boom back, Jean.
Oh, no. Okay. As long as you'll teach me how to folk dance too.
I'll do that.
Oh yes, and Mike, several of the schools have specifically requested that. And excellent. One of the Rotarians with the Sunrise Club is very implicated with the National Institute for Performing Arts, and she'd like you to be in there as well, teaching the kids some Canadian folk dance.
Okay, I must admit that I don't want any professionals even watching.
They're Rotarians.
Karen, do you have anything you'd like to question?
Thank you, Kitty. I'll just speak from the phone. I don't have any questions. I think there's been a great roundtable of discussion here this evening. I just want to, on behalf of District 709, I'll extend my appreciation and that of all my colleagues here on this generous outreach that you're providing to our team. They're just an awesome team. You're going to love them all, and they bring such a variety of skills to this. And we're so excited about being able to do this. Thank you so very much.
Leslie.
Rebecca, even though we won't be staying in French St. Martin, will we be going to visit any of the French St. Martin Rotary clubs?
Yes, you will. The Thursday night of I believe it's your first or your second week, we will be up there.
Okay.
I believe it's the second week.
Okay, because we do have
They
some,
have a Thursday night dinner meeting, and we will be visiting them, I believe, your second Thursday here.
okay, great. We did prepare some of the ICANN books, which we're bringing and hope to leave a copy of in each school. And we prepared some in French so that we can at least leave something with them from District 7090.
And just so you know, some of our Rotarians in the Sunrise Club happen to live on the French side. So there's 1 or 2 blocks of time where I think we can actually get you on the French side into after-school programs with the kids. So while you won't necessarily be in French side schools, you will still have exposure to the kids on that side.
Right.
Dan.
At what point, and I see this schedule, and I know we're going to be talking to many of the students, how will they be teaching the teachers some of the methodologies and that sort of thing? Will there be separate sessions for that, or are there, just to go ahead and tell me?
Yep, no, we've set up a variety of formats. There are going to be actual workshops with gym teachers, separate workshops with sports coaches. There's going to be sessions with school managers and sports administrators, because I know some of you have expertise in the area of anger management, calming techniques. We were looking at all the little ateliers that you have. So we've tried to develop workshops with those relevant sectors in the schools and the school boards themselves.
Yeah, in Anguilla, we're doing the same. You'll be meeting with the Department of Education personnel, especially in curriculum development. They need some help in those areas, and also they have a new class in CAPE in sports. So that is something that they'll be working on.
Okay. Well, that'll be right up Mike's alley.
Yes. Yes, that is part of the new CXC exams for school leavers, and they're very looking forward to working with Mike on those classes.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much.
Also, in the, I think it was Laura, we have you at the Blossom Center and at the Dove Center. These are 2 centers that we established for persons with disabilities. And you'll be working with those 2 programs for the week that you're here. And in the sports in the evenings.
I will pass that information along to Laura.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ryan?
Yeah, Leslie, I probably feel remiss to not mention, or at least to offer welcome from the district governor as well, Dr. Paul Brown from Jamaica. He does send his regards as well, and I really would have liked to been in Anguilla and St. Martin, but he does send his regards. Both Rebecca and myself were with him over the weekend, and he's certainly very excited about the vocation training team during his year, and certainly wishes you all the best.
Thank you.
Rebecca, do you want to say a few words to wrap up, and then we can close?
Just once again, we're very excited that you're coming. I know there'll be 1,000 last-minute questions. Leslie knows how to find me. She and I are on WhatsApp, and we often have running dialogues throughout the day. From now until Monday morning, I'm going to be working on the Heineken Regatta. So I'll be commentating for the next several days. So you won't be able to find me by Skype, but I'll have my BlackBerry with me.
Mike.
I just wanted to let Rebecca and everyone else know that should we not be able to complete all of the work that you wish us to do in the time that we're there, there are a number of us who would be available to come back.
I was going to ask what happens if we don't want to come back. What do you think, Michelle? How long are you renting out your room for?
We'll talk about that when you get here.
Well, honestly, I hope that you've had a little very pleasant introduction to Zoom as a platform. And, you know, if you need any information on Zoom, I can provide it for you. But if you're finished and ready to go, then it's a matter of just clicking leave the meeting, which you'll see at the bottom right-hand corner, I believe, of your screen. Is there any reason to stay longer?
Oh, I just have one last thing to add.
Go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, I just want to take the chance to thank everybody, you know, here and on the islands. It's a really amazing opportunity for us, and we're really excited to come. We're ready to come with 100%, 110%, ready to go. It's been a fast 4 months since we started this, so it's like a blink of an eye, but we're all ready to go. I'm not sure if we have Happy Bucks here, but this is not a traditional meeting, but I just wanted to, little update, I applied for another job and just signed the contract today. So by the time I come back, I'll be starting a new job here. So it's positive things all around.
Well done. Well
Yeah,
done.
So we're really happy to come and really happy to meet everybody. Can't wait.
Excellent.
So that's a happy $5 Canadian, Darren.
Well, probably worth 4 or something, you know. It's not that great.
I think they're e-bucks, aren't they?
Yeah.
E-bucks.
Coin.
Bitcoins.
Bitcoin. There you go.
Okay. So,
Thank you, Kitty.
well, you're very welcome, and I hope you found it helpful, and I'm looking forward to meeting you when you get to the island, although Seymour is the one in charge because he's the president of the Rotary Club of Anguilla, and it's a shame you didn't get to see him, but you got to hear him.
Technology sometimes mess up. My camera's still on. I don't know what happened.
Okay, then thank you very much.
Thank you, Kitty.
Those of you who have to suffer through the cold weather, I wish you well in the next week and a bon voyage.
Yes.
See you all on the 23rd.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.